Once upon a time, in a humble village, there was a boy named Justin. Born into a very poor family, his life was filled with challenges from the very beginning. Justin wasn't particularly gifted with intelligence, and this made him feel different from his siblings. His brothers and sisters were academically inclined, and they often outshone him in every way. Justin, with his quiet demeanor and simple heart, was often looked down upon. He felt the sting of being the average one, the one who couldn't keep up. His parents, struggling to make ends meet, eventually separated. The weight of their troubles fell heavily on Justin's shoulders. With no one to turn to, he was forced to stop going to school and take on the heavy responsibilities of the farm. Justin spent his days climbing tall coconut trees, harvesting rice, planting crops, and doing odd jobs under the scorching sun. It seemed as if the world was set against him, and his dreams of studying further faded away with each passing day. But deep within Justin, there was a quiet hope, a desire for something more, something beyond the fields, the hard labor, and the feeling of inadequacy. One day, unable to bear the weight of his circumstances any longer, Justin made a bold decision. He ran away from home, leaving behind the familiar yet stifling world of manual labor. He dreamed of education, a chance to learn, to rise above the limitations that life had placed on him. Justin's journey was not easy. He wandered, desperate for a place to stay, and finally found a job as a house helper in a distant town. The work was exhausting, but it was in that humble house that Justin's luck began to change. The family he worked for saw his earnestness and decided to help him fulfill his dream of continuing his education. They paid for his schooling, giving him a second chance at a life he had almost given up on. As Justin went back to school, something incredible happened. He discovered that he wasn't as ordinary as he had once believed. In fact, he was smart. He had always been capable, but in the past, his potential had been buried under layers of self-doubt and the harsh realities of life. Now, with the opportunity to study, Justin excelled. He topped his class, gaining confidence and respect from both his peers and teachers. For the first time, he felt like he belonged. Justin's story didn't stop there. He graduated with honors and pursued university education, eventually earning his postgraduate degree. His thirst for knowledge became insatiable, and with each passing year he worked harder, determined not to let his past define him. Upon graduating, Justin was offered a job at a prestigious company. He rose through the ranks, using his intelligence, work ethic, and resilience to climb from a humble position to become a director. The boy who once worked under the harsh sun now stood in boardrooms, making important decisions that shaped industries. However, Justin's success came at a price. He worked tirelessly, often neglecting his health in pursuit of his career. His body, exhausted from years of hardship and overwork, began to fail him. One day, he collapsed from heart failure. It was a wake-up call for Justin. He realized that despite all his achievement, he had neglected the one thing that had allowed him to get this far: his health. Determined to change, Justin focused on his recovery. He slowed down, took better care of himself, and started to find balance in his life. It was during this time of reflection that he received an unexpected opportunity, an offer to teach abroad. The man who had once been an unremarkable farm boy was now invited to share his story and wisdom with students across the world. He became a beloved professor, teaching others the power of perseverance, self-belief, and never giving up. But Justin's life wasn't complete without a companion. All these years, he had been alone in his journey, but his loneliness was finally filled when he adopted a border collie. The dog became his constant companion, sharing in the quiet moments and providing comfort during the difficult times. Justin had discovered that even at his loneliest, he was never truly alone. And here comes the twist. One day, Justin received a letter from his family. It was from his siblings, who had watched from afar as Justin's life transformed. They had struggled with their own challenges, never truly understanding the struggles he had faced. The letter contained words of apology and admiration. They now recognized Justin's strength and resilience and were proud of everything he had achieved. Justin realized that the journey he had taken, the pain and the struggle, had not just shaped him into the man he was today, it had also paved the way for reconciliation with those who once doubted him. Justin's life was a testament to the power of perseverance. He was a living proof that no matter how difficult the beginning, no matter how many obstacles stand in the way, a person can rise. Justin's journey from poverty to success was not just about achievements or accolades. It was about finding his true self, understanding his worth, and embracing the beauty of a second chance. A boy born into poverty, underestimated by those around him, had now become an inspiration to countless others. His story wasn't just about overcoming the odds. It was about never losing sight of hope, even when the world seemed to have none left for him. Justin's story was, in the end, not just one of triumph, but of the quiet, unwavering belief that no matter where you start, you can always rise to the top and make a difference.